Life is a journey with many twists and turns. It's like a winding road through a dense forest, where each bend reveals something new and unexpected. Sometimes the path is clear and easy to follow, but other times it can be steep and challenging, testing our endurance and resolve. As we navigate through this journey, we encounter various experiences that shape who we are and how we perceive the world around us. It has moments of great joy and times of deep sorrow. There are days filled with laughter and celebration where we feel surrounded by love and happiness. These are the moments we cherish, the memories we hold dear. But life also brings times of profound sadness, where we might find ourselves crying alone, feeling isolated and overwhelmed by our emotions. These contrasting experiences are what make life so rich and complex. We experience seasons of peace and calm. There are times when everything seems to fall into place, and we feel a deep sense of contentment. These are the moments when we can pause, take a deep breath, and appreciate the beauty around us. Whether it's watching a serene lake at sunrise, strolling through a garden in full bloom, or simply sitting by the ocean as the sun sets, these peaceful times are a reminder of the tranquility that life can offer. We also face seasons of challenge and hardship. Life isn't always easy, and there are times when we must climb steep mountains, weather stormy seas, and carry heavy burdens. These challenges test our strength and resilience, pushing us to our limits. But it's through these difficult times that we grow and learn the most about ourselves. We discover our inner strength and the power of perseverance. These difficult times can feel like they will last forever. When we're in the midst of a storm, it's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel. The dark clouds seem to linger, and the rain feels unending. We might feel like a solitary figure in a vast, desolate landscape, searching for a way out. But it's important to remember that storms do pass, and the sun will shine again. The pain is real. The fear is real. When we're going through tough times, it's natural to feel a range of intense emotions. We might cry, feel despair, or even question our own strength. These feelings are valid and a part of the human experience. It's okay to acknowledge our pain and fear, as they are indicators of our deep connection to the world and the people around us. We might question if we will ever experience joy again. In moments of sorrow, it's easy to lose sight of the happiness we've known. We might look out a window with a heavy heart, wondering if we'll ever feel that lightness again. The empty swing in a playground or a solitary figure on a bench can symbolize the void we feel inside. But it's important to hold on to hope, even when it seems distant. Doubt might creep in, whispering that things will never change. In the darkness, doubt can be a persistent companion, making us question our future and our ability to overcome our struggles. It can feel like a shadowy figure lurking in the background, always present and ready to undermine our confidence. But we must remember that doubt is just a voice, and we have the power to silence it with faith and determination. It's easy to feel overwhelmed and lose sight of hope in these moments. When we're faced with difficult decisions or feel like we're at a crossroads, the weight of our choices can be overwhelming. We might reach out for help, seeking guidance and support from those around us. It's important to remember that we don't have to face these challenges alone. There are people who care about us and are willing to lend a helping hand. We might even question God's love for us. In our darkest moments, we might feel abandoned and wonder if God is truly with us. We might pray with tears, look up at the sky in anguish, or kneel in a church seeking answers and comfort. It's natural to have these questions, but it's also important to remember that God's love is constant, even when we can't feel it. But it is in these very moments that we must cling to faith. When everything seems to be falling apart, our faith can be a source of strength and hope. Holding on to our beliefs with determination, we can find the courage to face our challenges. Just as light breaks through dark clouds, our faith can illuminate our path and guide us through the toughest times. God is with us, even when we don't feel Him. In the quiet moments, when we feel a gentle breeze or see sunlight breaking through the clouds, we can be reminded of God's presence. He is with us on our journey through every twist and turn, every joy and sorrow. Even when we can't see or feel Him, His love and guidance are always there, leading us towards a brighter future. God understands our pain. He is intimately acquainted with our struggles. He promises us that our suffering will not last forever. He offers us hope and reminds us that He has a plan for our good and His glory. He is with us in the storm. He will never leave us nor forsake us. This season of struggle, no matter how intense, is just that, a season. It is not the entirety of our story. There is hope on the horizon. The Bible is filled with stories of those who faced immense trials. David, a man after God's own heart, faced enemies, betrayal, and loss. Yet he found strength in the Lord. He wrote many psalms expressing his pain, but also his unwavering faith. Psalm 30 verse 5 reminds us, "Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning." This verse is a beacon of hope for us today. It reminds us that even in the darkest of nights, God's love will see us through. His joy will be our strength. We may not understand why we go through difficult times. We may question God's plan, but we must remember that God's ways are higher than our ways. His thoughts are higher than our thoughts. He sees the bigger picture. He knows the beginning from the end. He is the master orchestrator of our lives. He is working all things together for our good, even when we can't see it. Section 5. The Refiner's Fire. In the ancient art of blacksmithing, the process of refining metal is both an art and a science. The blacksmith must carefully control the temperature and timing to ensure the metal reaches its optimal state. This meticulous process is a powerful metaphor for the spiritual refinement we undergo in our lives. Isaiah chapter 48 verse 10 tells us, "See, I have refined you, though not as silver. I have tested you in the furnace of affliction." This scripture speaks to the heart of our spiritual journey. It acknowledges that the trials we face are not random or meaningless, but are part of a divine process designed to strengthen and purify us. This verse is not meant to scare us. Instead, it offers a profound reassurance. It tells us that our struggles have a purpose, and that purpose is our growth and refinement. Just as a blacksmith knows exactly how much heat and pressure to apply to shape the metal, so too does God know the exact circumstances we need to face to become the best versions of ourselves. It is meant to remind us that God uses our trials to refine us. When we face difficulties, it is easy to feel overwhelmed and question why we are going through such hardships. But this verse encourages us to see our challenges as opportunities for growth. It is in these moments of struggle that our true character is revealed and strengthened. Just as a refiner uses fire to purify gold, so God uses hardship to purify our faith. The process of refining gold involves intense heat to remove impurities, leaving behind pure, valuable metal. Similarly, the trials we face in life serve to remove the impurities in our character, making us more resilient and faithful. He removes the impurities and makes us stronger. Each challenge we overcome adds to our strength and resilience. It is through these experiences that we learn, grow, and become more capable of handling future difficulties. The process is not easy, but it is necessary for our development. He molds us into the image of His Son. Just as a sculptor carefully shapes a piece of clay into a beautiful work of art, God shapes us through our experiences. Every trial, every hardship is a tool in His hands, used to refine and perfect us. This transformation is a testament to His love and commitment to our growth. He prepares us for the incredible future He has planned for us. The process of refinement is not just about the present moment, it is about preparing us for the future. God has a plan for each of us, a future filled with hope and promise. By enduring and overcoming our trials, we are being prepared for the amazing things He has in store for us. Section 6. The Unseen Companion. It's easy to feel alone in our struggles. We might think no one understands what we're going through, but God is always with us. He is our ever-present help in times of need. Deuteronomy chapter 31 verse 6 reminds us, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. He will never leave us nor forsake us." Section 7. Seeds of Hope in Barren Fields. It's hard to see the good in the midst of suffering, but even in the darkest of times, God is planting seeds of hope. He is using our pain for a purpose. He is using our struggles to draw us closer to Him. He is using our trials to equip us to comfort others who are hurting. He is using our stories to demonstrate His power and grace. Section 8. A Tapestry of Triumph. Imagine a beautiful tapestry. From a distance, you see the intricate design, the vibrant colors, the breathtaking beauty. Each thread meticulously woven to create a masterpiece. The colors blend seamlessly, telling a story of creativity and dedication. The patterns are so detailed they almost seem to come alive, dancing before your eyes. But if you were to look at the back of the tapestry, you would see a jumble of threads, a chaotic mess that seems to have no order or purpose. The threads are tangled, knotted, and seemingly random. It's hard to believe that such a mess could result in something so beautiful on the other side. Knots and loose ends. It wouldn't make much sense. The back of the tapestry is a stark contrast to the front. It's a reminder that beauty often comes from chaos, that order can emerge from disorder. The knots and loose ends are necessary. They hold the tapestry together, giving it strength and structure. Our lives are like that tapestry. We may not understand the struggles, the pain, the why of it all right now. We see the tangled threads, the knots, the loose ends. We see the confusion and the chaos. We question the purpose of our trials, the reason for our suffering. It's hard to see the bigger picture when we are in the midst of our struggles. But God sees the finished product. He sees the beautiful tapestry He is creating in our lives. He sees the intricate design, the vibrant colors, the breathtaking beauty. He sees the purpose behind every thread, every knot, every loose end. He knows that each struggle, each trial is a necessary part of the masterpiece He is weaving. He sees the beautiful tapestry He is creating in our lives. He sees the triumph that will come from our trials. He knows that the pain and the struggles are temporary, that they are part of a greater plan. He knows that the end result will be worth it, that the beauty of the finished tapestry will far outweigh the chaos of the process. He sees the triumph that will come from our trials. He sees the joy that will come from our pain. He sees the strength that will come from our struggles. He sees the beauty that will come from our chaos. He sees the masterpiece that will emerge from our mess. And He knows that it will be worth it. So, trust the process, trust the weaver, and know that your tapestry is a work of art in progress. Section 9. Your season of victory awaits. This season of struggle is not the end of your story, it is simply a chapter. God is writing your story, and He has an amazing plan for your life. A plan filled with hope, joy, and victory. Cling to His promises. Hold fast to His word. Your season of victory is coming, and when it arrives, it will be more glorious than you could have ever imagined.